got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston where the Celtics will square off. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Here's KD. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. To the inside. No good from Schrempf. Durant down low. San Antonio with the rebound. And here's SGA. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to KD. And Durant gets double teamed. 5 on the clock. Will it go? Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup-proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by Boston. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
It's Durant with the drive. And the shot is good.
That's easy money for Durant. Just too long, too skilled.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Brown. Schrempf with the steal. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the wide open shot from Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, the screen. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
And there's the drive. And the dunk by SGA.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Jackson misses. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that
First personal foul. First team foul.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Looney. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's San Antonio. They're up by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And even with that turnover, for the most part, they've done an outstanding job not being reckless and playing under control.
Phillips with the ball. Outside Durant. Fades and shoots. And Jones pulls it down. Spurs leading by 8. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Look at KD going to work inside.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Outside Curry. Back to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Durant with the steal. Allen with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Pass to Bogut. And the rejection by Jackson. And he commits the intentional foul. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time, because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And great job being in the right place, and give Boozer credit for the extra effort there on the glass.
Screen by Bogut. It's Davis with the drive. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Celtics trailed by 6. Outside Phillips. Allen drives in. Chalk up 2 there.
And, well, you see the burst, and once Allen gains a step on you, you're toast.
Outside Curry. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside Jones. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Over in the corner, Allen. Back to Billups. Pass to Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Allen for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got 5 points in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Teams changing it up here. Celtics on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Allen outside. At the elbow, Boozer. And it's Looney with the rebound. The Spurs with the lead. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander. Spurs passing it around. And no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Boozer rising up with confidence there and powering it home.
Pass to Mills. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
All right, fans, here comes Celtics entertainment.
And it's Davis with the ball for San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points. There's a good screen. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for San Antonio.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Green, the screen. On the wing, Green. Drives to the hoop. And Green slams it in.
Draymond with the assertiveness off the drive.
Here's Boozer. Nice D from Schrempf.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Green. Outside for SGA. Green, the screen. Here is Schrempf. Shot clock at 5. And the 3-ball is good. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here is now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And here's Boston. Outside Billups. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't.
SGA soars in for the sweep one.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Pass to Schrempf. Now Davis. There's the drive. And Davis throws it down.
And Davis is fantastic at cutting into the lane. Such a confident offensive player. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's SGA.
A strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from SGA. Celtics trailed by 10. KD on the wing. And Durant gets double teamed. It's stolen by Green. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for San Antonio, Bill Bradley.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really accurate from both the field and the line. Bradley can take over a game, but he really is one of those guys that prefers to get his within the flow of the offense.
And here's KD for 3. And it's Brown on the follow.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Spurs making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Terry. Mills looking it over. Jones, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Spurs leading by 9. .104 left to play in the third. Pass to Mills. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Right side Billups. And he makes that one.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Terry outside. Pass to Mills. The 3. Rebound Boston. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got 4 points this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Whoa, Jackson Jr. using that reach, protecting the rim.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Boozer. The 19-footer is on the money. Boozer's got 8.
I love the aggressive approach right there. Boozer is impressive off the catch.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics trailed by 7. Pass to KD. Durant drives in. Banked in off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, SGA. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole 3-pointer came in the first half.
Back to Allen. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Schrempf. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Green. Now Schrempf. 6 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Durant. Here's Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Pass to Green. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here is Durant. There's Jackson with the 3. Green with the rebound. Here's SGA.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
You look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for San Antonio.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Durant.
So clever with the pump fake. Durant is so good at scoring that if he pump fakes, you better jump.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Durant nails them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Davis. What a finesse finish on the lay-in.
And going on the offensive, Davis knows they need a bucket,
So he holds nothing back.
Jackson with the screen. It misses. Spurs leading by 5. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Green. Up again. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Davis. There's a screen. From deep. Tries it yet again. And down goes the layup.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Clearly a foul.
So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Here's Green. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander fighting in.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Green rips down the board. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's Davis with the ball for the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown knocks it away.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Durant. That's in there.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 5. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
The Celtics Entertainment.
It's stolen by SGA. And so it's the Spurs with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Help. And thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And here is Davis. Outside, SGA. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the night for the Spurs. Phillips with the ball. Picked up by Davis. To the paint. Durant. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And here is Davis. After the three-pointer from KD. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Pass to Brown. Can't hit from in close. SGA with the ball. Phillips picks him up defensively. Green, the screen. Out to Schrempf. Jacks up a three. The rebound by the Celtics.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jackson has the open look. And the Celtics another three.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you two things every team needs.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Phillips. Brown, good.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio again missing. It's Durant on the wing. Allen outside. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Amongst the best in the league once he gets in rhythm, and in a catch and shoot, that's Patty's game to a T.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Durant wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
It's to Mills. P.J. Brown with the rebound.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
They grab their own miss. Outside for SGA. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Boston Celtics. He put together quite... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Detlef Schrempf, and that's good. Schrempf's got 6 points.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the Celtics making a change here. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Celtics making a switch here. San Antonio trailing here. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And there it is for him.
With his build and touch, Boozer can be lethal inside. What a strong finish.
On the wing, Jason Terry. Down low, Looney. And Boston with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back. Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Allen outside. Here's Looney. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. On the basket by Jones.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Billups with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And that one's good by Billups. Billups has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Looney's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
They set the pick. Here's Davis. It's deflected and stolen by Billups. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. "55 seconds left in the first half. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
A floater. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Here's Durant. Here's Fry. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's SGA. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now baseline Jay. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Spurs trailed by 4. Looking to end his cold spell. Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
It's Durant on the wing. They double team KD. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on court.
Jackson with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Durant raising up.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Brown, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line for the Celtics.
And Brown drops them both. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Outside, SGA. Terry outside. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Boston leading by 4. Outside, Billups. Here's KD. Using his length inside. Durant.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's SGA. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And KD throws it down.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Staying focused through contact, SGA.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now.
Billups double team. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Kevin?
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And it's Davis missing. Celtics leading by 8. Pass to KD. The basket good off the assist from Billups. KD's got 10 points in just the second half. Outside, SGA. Back to Davis. Now, here is Schrempf. Buries it from three-point range. Schrempf's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. Another shot. Oh, KD makes it look easy.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's SGA. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Carlos Boozer.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Outside Curry. From deep. P.J. Brown with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Durant. The basket good off the assist from Billups. KD's got 14 points here in the second half. To the inside. Here's Looney. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
and not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Right side, Terry. 3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Now it's just a 3-point Celtic lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's Allen. And he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Celtics leading by 5. Screen by Boozer. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pull from the top of the key. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Pass to Boozer. Draymond Green with the rebound. So it's the Spurs now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Allen. The 3. Green with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. Left side, SGA. Here's Schrempf. And the rebound goes to Boozer. And here's Boston. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jackson. Draymond Green pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. And we got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, Ellie, thank you. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
If you see somebody big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your word. Let's see what you got. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it from you.
Boston leading by 5. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Billups. Yep, that one goes. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Davis drives in. Strong move off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
quality denial there by Jackson. His anticipation right at the rim, impressive.
Now, here's SGA.
And going on the offensive, Davis knows they need a bucket, so he holds nothing back.
Celtics leading by 3. Outside, Durant. Durant brings it from distance.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Green, the screen. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Jackson with the rebound.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Phillips with the ball. Now SGA defending.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
.58 seconds left in the fourth. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by Brown. Durant. Green with the block.
Aggression. That's how Draymond plays defense.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so Boston again turning it over.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 2. SGA into the lane.
The quiet confidence, the ruthless execution. You need a big-time bucket. Shai is on time.
Outside Durant. The screen from Brown. For the win! And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Phillips with the ball. Driving in. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Such a savvy player. Billups senses his opportunity there and just takes it.
That free throw good from Billups. Spurs trailed by 3. And here is Davis. There's the pick. There's the drive. Yeah, that goes in.
And he's a shoot-first kind of player. And when Davis is on, well, he keeps after it on offense. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one is off. Celtics leading by 3. Durant. Physical defense. And KD does not flinch.
And dependable at running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
That one is good.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Davis. And stolen by Billups. Now Durant. Outside Billups. Now Durant. And it misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Green, the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Here's Boozer. Durant drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. 6 on the shot clock. Durant down the lane. He got it right before the clock ran out.
Kevin Durant loves late game chances. Boy, he's been in the spot many times, and he shows you how it's done.
Now Davis. There's a screen. Here's Del Negro. A three-pointer. Good.
And Del Negro, a floor spacer. He's out there to stroke it from deep. And, boy, he does it well.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Now Billups. Now Durant. Brown fires. The three doesn't go. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Here we go. Now here's Billups. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And it's Davis with the ball for San Antonio. And that's in there.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Left side Durant. Billups with the ball. Good work there as it goes down.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Davis. And it's blocked by Brown. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Durant finishing it off in transition.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Here's Green. Stolen by Boozer. It's Durant on the wing. Now Allen. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Tony Allen.
KD draws the double. Shot clock at 5. Brown. Green rips down the board. San Antonio trailing here. SGA. Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander slams it down.
The This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
Phillips double team. Stolen by Terry. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Green outside. And he does not hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Durant gets double teamed. Brown throws it down. What an assist!
Yeah, Kevin Durant sees the game as well as any player. With his size and vision, that combination is lethal.
Davis. Off the glass.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Outside, Phillips. Now Durant leaves it in off the window.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Green, the screen. That one goes.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his teams even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Stolen by Bogut. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Substitution of goal.
SGA, the long shot, no good. And so with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. We'll take a quick break, then get... Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Here we go. And here is Davis. Takes it inside. Book it. Boston trailing. Jackson. Oh, the dunk.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Outside Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 misses. Phillips with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Can't get it. On offense, here are the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander. And get the 3. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Nice execution down low.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house.
Outside, Davis.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Chauncey Billups. Second personal foul. First team foul.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Davis.
And really just a great rhythm at the line. Whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Here's Jones. Off target from outside.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Billups. Outside Durant. Pocket 6. Now Allen. Green rips down the board. Now Jones. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Draymond Green never backs away in big possessions. In fact, you get the sense this guy loves the spotlight.
Now Billups. Drives to the hoop. Oh, no good on the dunk. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Green, the screen. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go.
SGA creates so many shots by doing exactly that. Get to the restricted area and then kick it out to three.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Both teams will make substitutions. They trail by 3. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes on about. Spurs retain possession. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and then gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call clutch free throws, and he shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Thanks for joining. Us on this 2K broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at Los Angeles.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Marion. Each team representing their conference in this one, Grant, and they've got some history between them as well.
Yeah, B.A., they've played in some big games against each other, and that only heightens the intensity. It should be a good one. You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Dellavedova. There's the three. They get it back.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Durant. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting the close-range look.
Here's Maxey. Tries again. Pass to Marion. Here's Deng. And the layup falls. Deng's got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. Not going to go that time. To the middle. Here's Marion. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unseen for a guy of his height.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Down low. Here's Garnett. Pass to Marion. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Garnett. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Billups. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
1:41 left in the first quarter here. Here's the pick. Pass to Deng. Here's Garnett. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. To the paint. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Pass to Durant. Brown with a screen. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Garnett. The Lakers trail. And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Durant.
Los Angeles foul. Sean Marion. First personal foul. First team foul.
36 seconds left to play in the first. Floats one. Billups' shot is off. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Add KD's mid-range J to the game's unblockable shots alongside the sky hook and the step-back three.
Now here's Maxey. No made baskets yet.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Here's Billups. On the wing, Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Now Maxey. Here's Garnett. Boozer grabs the board.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Oh, KD against contact inside.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
He shoots. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Billups. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
18 feet out. Garnett. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And that one's good by Durant.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Here's Durant. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Harper. Pass to Gasol. Inside. Martin. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Harper. No points so far. The shot by McLaughlin, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the shot goes in.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this trip.
Boston foul. Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
A minute 37 left to play in the half. Pass to Martin. Six on the shot clock. Shoots over Jackson. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. His first shot attempt. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Allen. Launches it from deep. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Harper. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Brown with a screen. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Boozer. 5 on the clock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Three-pointer, Fox. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
Lakers trail by 9. To the inside. Here's Marion. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Marion. Shoots from 12. Boston pulls it in. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Garnett. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Brown with a screen. For 3, Allen. No good. Lakers trail by 7. To the wing, right side. Outside Maxey. Pass to Garnett. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
For 3, Allen. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
The 3 is up. Boozer grabs the board. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Pass to Garnett. Down low. To stop the run. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Boston leading by 11. With the floater. And Boozer gets it to go. Boozer's gotten 4 this quarter.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
To the left wing. From behind the arc. Marion with the bucket.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Here's Durant. 23 points in the game. And Allen gets it to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Gasol the screen. To the paint. Boston pulls it in. Boston on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Oh, nice off the bounce. Oh, KD.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's McLaughlin. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Out to the right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
On the break. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Boston Celtics in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. That one goes in.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Martin. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Well, this is the level of rim protection you get with Jaren Jackson Jr. He takes pride in being this team's defensive anchor.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Lakers trail by 17.
Substitution on the court.
Maxey with it. Pass to Marion. The three is up. Fry grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Dang. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Pass to Brown. There's the steal. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Maxey, that's good.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Here's Durant. Oh, Durant knows how to fight through contact.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Marion. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. Marion misses. Boston leading by 15. Right side Durant. Oh, he can't get the layup. Maxey. Up again. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
You know, in the first half, they made a concerted effort to extend possessions. This half, they're getting back on defense instead of hitting the offensive boards.
Free throws good from Durant.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Quick 2, all net.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And that one misses. On the wing, Durant. Deflected. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Maxey. Brown pulls down the board.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
From downtown. The putback. The putback. How about the activity?
Woo. Hard work creating the second chance opportunity. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, D.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
17 points was their biggest margin.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Now Durant. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Yes, sir, it's good.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set. Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
Maxey. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Brown on the wing. Right side Durant. Brown on the wing. 5 to shoot. Brown with a screen. Durant fires. Oh, he missed the jumper. Now Los Angeles with it. 9-point game. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth. And Boston pushing it up now. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Hammers down the reverse.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Over his time in the league, Maxey has really improved his playmaking.
So we see Boston get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.